Why is it important for us to start building back our confidence in our 20s? You see, when we are younger, we are much more confident than we are now. We can walk past a stranger and say hi confidently. We can cross the street without caring what other people think. We can walk in a room without really caring that much of what other people think of us. But as we grow older, with experiences in life that we faced through hardship, people treating us badly, strangers that we won't see anymore treating us badly as well, that we slowly lose our confidence, especially in our 20s, where we completely just stop saying hi to strangers. To start like the human connection is just missing nowadays, especially in your 20s, speaking from my experience. And it is still possible to build it back up no matter what age you are anyways. It's just a muscle that we just need to build again, like what we had originally when we were younger. Because being more confident helps you walk in a room with security and being comfortable in your own skin. That I don't know anyone in this room, but I'm comfortable with my own skin. I'll meet the right people at the right time and not forcing anything because you want to people please. And it helps with self-limiting beliefs that we have in ourselves, whether it's being able to lose weight or even start that business that you have been wanting to do, or make a sale, or whatever it is that you are really limiting yourself in. I believe that building confidence is personal development, because this shit is hard to build it back up, to keep constantly building, because as we grow, our confidence either goes up, it stays stagnant, or it goes slower if we don't work towards it. And I want to share you all the practice that you can start today. You can only do, like, I recommend only doing one of these starting today, and really just challenge yourself so that you can build back up that confidence that you had when you were younger, so you can finally start connecting with more people, because people want to be connected. Yeah, I know damn well that you want to be connected with more people. But with social media, with our phones, with distractions, we are just so cooped up in our own room, our own self, our own time, where we're kind of selfishly just mindlessly scrolling and distracting ourselves and not really putting any energy, even if it's just a little bit of energy, through meeting new people or saying hi to your neighbors. Simple as that. Or even getting deeper conversation with your coworkers. So the practices that I have been trying for the last 6 months are pretty simple. The first one is challenging yourself at least once daily, then build to it or stay consistent. See, what's challenging for me, what's hard for me might not be hard for you. And what's hard for me, or what's hard for you, might not be that hard for me. To me, my starting point was cold shower. I have been doing it for about 2 years now, and I still don't look forward to it. But that is what's helped me build real confidence. Why? Because I still don't look forward to doing the cold shower every morning. I still don't look forward to it. But that might not be a case for you. My cold shower might be easy for you, where you can just simply do a jog. Is that hard for you? Is working out hard for you? Is writing hard for you? Is saying hi and collecting smiles from other people hard to you? Is just saying literally hi to a stranger hard for you? And just practicing doing once, at least just once, every day, will build self confidence slowly but surely. Because building self-confidence, you should stop looking for a quick fix. There's no such thing as quick fixing. Yes, you might be able to fix it quickly, but it might not last that long. And it's a process that we have to be mindful and being more conscious of, especially when we go back to our old ways of not being more confident. And you can start with one, you can habit stack it, or whatever works for you, but that's for your own self experimentation and you finding yourself what works for you. To me, collecting smiles has been the hardest one. So that, I know I already said it, but that's one of my practices, my second practice, because this is hard for me. The first one I said was cold shower. That's the one I habit stack with journaling, because it's still hard for me. I know some days it's really hard for me to journal, and meditation. Those are hard for me. So you can habit stack those, but just focus on building just one for today. Just one for today. That's it. Collecting smiles with people is my second practice. I know I said it earlier again, but the reason why it's important is bringing a smile to people will also make you feel good. When you smile at someone, you feel good that they smiled back. And you might not realize how much you may have made their day, whether they're having a terrible day and no one else is smiling for them, but you made them smile. A quick like 3 second smile just, could make someone else's day. And strangers do care. They care about you. You just don't really notice it. You might not think about it, but most strangers do care about you. You just kind of have to be reminded of every day whenever you're having troubles and like a stranger helps you and you're like, whoa, strangers actually do care about me. And they really do. You just got to find the right strangers. I'm not saying all the strangers are like have good intentions. There it's like that, but you just don't focus on that. Just focus that, people have good intention. Now that's for you to decide. Because that's a little, because there's energy. That's another topic. But as long as you start building smiles, because you kind of have to just realize that people, like most people, are just like us right now. They were confident when they were young as well, but everyone in your city maybe doesn't, like, maybe in your city they don't say hi enough to each other, like that's just the norm. And so they just stop trying as well, stop trying to connect with more people, just even saying hi, greeting to people. And it's really sad that we are slowly losing that. It's really sad. Everyone just wants to say hi with everyone. Everyone wants to connect with everyone. Just a simple saying hi and smiling can make someone else's day better. And it will make your day better, knowing that you put a smile into someone's face. And I recently went to this convention where I got to meet Danco, my favorite content creator, YouTuber, whatever you call it. And in that convention, it's a 3 day grueling. Oh my God. It was like lots of people networking, but they were amazing people, truly amazing people. It wasn't just about business, it's about like spirituality and all this. But at the end, there was this guy, my boy Will, and I didn't know him at the time. Like, I mean, I talked to him, but I didn't know him that much at the time when he was doing this question. So there was the last part of that convention was a question to all, like, you, a free mic, open mic, questioning all the creators, all the speakers, including Danko, asking, like, their personal questions. And Will, my boy Will, he came up and feeling really nervous, shy, and he asked an important question that I also resonate with, and that is, what do you do when you feel lonely in this journey, when all your friends are not in this aligned with your entrepreneurial content creation journey, and you just feel alone through all the daily struggles and all this? And This speaker, one of the speaker ish, who had an amazing story. A quick story is a quick backstory for him is he was always scared growing up, and he had a hangout with one of his friends in Yosemite. He jumped off a 70-foot cliff, knowing he couldn't swim, but he just jumped. I don't know necessarily what his thought process was, but he was drowning for 3 minutes. And in those 3 minutes, he gave up and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna allow myself to just die. And in those moments, he found peace. The sun was hitting him through the water, like the sun was hitting his face, and he felt the warmness while he was drowning. But obviously, he was saved because he wouldn't be speaking if he wasn't saved. And in that experience was his breakthrough to breaking through his fear and being scared. And he actually practiced what he preaches, because as soon as Kyle did that, he jumped up, he stood up and offered him the seat to sit with Danko and these speakers, these content creators like Taylor Simmons, Jack Moses, Kieran Drew, many more, Brian Meyerhoff, Kimia Noria. There's so many more people. And at first, Kyle was so nervous. He was there like, oh, do I even deserve this? Do I even deserve this? But he calmed down and was able to just live in the moment and be part of the content creator. Because funny enough, like we're all content creator, in that room, we're all content creator trying to build something for our own self, for our own business, or whatever it is that we're trying to build. And so I had the opportunity to talk with Ish, the guy that offered him the seat, to ask what made him offer the seat to Kyle. And what I took from that is so powerful and it's life changing for me, that I already knew this, but I didn't know I would know this. I would need to know this again. But he said he had this thought in his head that it was like a split decision, right? He thinks that his split decision, the first thing he thought was offer him the seat. And now, if he hesitated for maybe 5 or 4 more, like 3 to 5 more seconds, it wouldn't be as powerful to Kyle. It wouldn't be touching. It wouldn't be as, moving to people. Why did I tell you that story? The reason why is sometimes when we're walking down the street and you see a grandma struggling to cross the street because she's lifting heavy stuff. And part of you just wants to help that person. But when you hesitate, you don't end up actually doing it because your negative talk is telling you, nah, don't do it, it's silly, or don't do it, she doesn't need help. That we try to justify and we miss the opportunity to make the quick decision to help someone so that you can make their day. You build that confidence that you're making quick decisions and you're not being scared to the unknown, being stupid, being looking like a fool. And that is so important. Because let's say another thing, let's say you see someone working out and they're doing an exercise really really wrong, and he might be a newbie, he might get hurt for that, and the quick decision is, oh, go up to him and tell him he might hurt himself. But if you hesitate at that moment, when you have that decision, you're not gonna end up actually doing it because you're like, nah, I'm just not gonna do it because I'm shy, all this. And that's what that's ironically enough, that's what's building the confidence is. Like making that quick decision and trusting your gut and your instinct that I'm gonna do it. It doesn't matter if I look stupid, it doesn't matter if I look like a fool, I'm just gonna do it because that was my first intuition, my first gut feeling. And I'm not saying to do it every time because there's still that hesitation, but just building that practice of just muscle of trusting yourself will build the confidence that you never think you needed, but you do. And you're not too late to build that confidence back. You're never too late. Just build it again, trust yourself, because you know damn well on the other side of that journey of you building that confidence, there's more opportunities that will arise for you. There's more people you will meet because you were more confident. There's more people you will touch their lives, inspire them because you were confident and you believed in yourself. That's all I have for you today. Take care.